So Donald Trump is continuing his down spiral into complete insanity. And so he's pretty much alienated virtually everybody on the planet at this point. I don't think he has any allies or anything like that left. Um, and so it looks like one of the last dominoes to fall is Deborah Birx, who is a doctor that was tapped by Trump. And, she was making some comments that kind of made her seem like Trump's lapdog for a while. But Trump has now blown up on Birx, really just after Trump and his administration were praising Birx because she was getting a lot of criticism from Nancy Pelosi, from a lot of the media for her remarks. But Birx has now made a comment coming out where she was basically saying that this virus is now widespread. I'll read you the quotes. I'll read you the quotes down here. It says, "What we are seeing today is different from March and April. It is extraordinarily widespread. It's more widespread and it's both rural and urban. To everybody who lives in a rural area, you are not immune or protected from this virus. And that is why we keep saying, no matter where you live in America, you need to wear a mask and socially distance. Do the personal hygiene pieces." And it also says Birx also delivered a sober warning of the current threat posed by the coronavirus, saying the United States had entered a, quote, new phase in its battle against the virus and calling it, quote, extraordinarily widespread. And again, I want to repeat, Pelosi was just last week criticizing her big time, saying that, she's Trump appointee, so she doesn't trust her, and that she's basically saying lies. And then Trump went off on Dr. Birx, saying, "So crazy Nancy Pelosi said horrible things about Dr. Deborah Birx, going after her because she was too positive on the very good job we are doing on combating the China virus, including vaccines and therapeutics." Trump tweeted, "In order to counter Nancy, Deborah took the bait and hit us. Pathetic." So he's just literally turning on everybody's bird. There's already Senate races where they're like Trump-ites, sort of Trump disciples, Trump sycophants who are running, and the GOP is trying to fight them off. So that's not a good sign for you when you're running for president, you're running for re-election. You've basically alienated like more than half the country at this point. You have zero allies anymore, except for, I guess just Pence is the only one who's left. And you're just continuing your pile drive and your flooring of the gas pedal into insanity by trying to continue pretending like coronavirus doesn't exist or that it's not a big deal, saying we can open up schools, which nobody agrees with, and it's clear that you're doing it just because you think it's going to help you in the election, which it's not, by the way. You're completely insane. And so he's completely falling apart here, completely going insane, completely losing his mind entirely. And so it looks like these are some of the last dominoes to fall. Dr. Birx is certainly one of the last dominoes in play here, but it's kind of crazy to watch, man. He's just like, it's this final descent into insanity and madness.